Champaign is a city in Champaign County, Illinois, United States. The city is located 135 miles south of Chicago, 124 miles west of Indianapolis, Indiana, and 178 miles northeast of St. Louis, Missouri. Champaign is notable for sharing the campus of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign with its sister city of Urbana. Champaign is also the home of Parkland College, which serves about 18,000 students during the academic year. Due to the university and a number of well-known technology startup companies, it is often referred to as the hub, or a significant landmark, of the Silicon Prairie. Champaign houses offices for Abbott, Archer Daniels Midland, Caterpillar, Deere Company, Dow Chemical Company, IBM, State Farm, and Science Applications International Corporation, all of which are Fortune 500 companies, and for Sony. The United States Census Bureau estimates the city was home to 84,513 people as of July 1, 2014. Champaign is the 10th most populous city in Illinois, and the 4th most populous city in the state outside of the Chicago metropolitan area. In 2013, Champaign was rated 5th best place in the United States for a healthy work-life balance. History. Champaign was founded in 1855, when the Illinois Central Railroad laid its rail track 2 miles west of downtown Urbana. Originally called West Urbana, it was renamed Champaign when it acquired a city charter in 1860. Both the city and county name were derived from Champaign County, Ohio. During February 1969, Carl Perkins joined with Bob Dylan to write the song Champaign, Illinois, which Perkins released on his album On Top. The band Old 97s took another Bob Dylan song, Desolation Row, and combined its melody with new lyrics to make a new song Champaign, Illinois, which they released with Dylan's blessing on their 2010 album The Grand Theatre Volume 1. It achieved considerable popularity. The two Champaign, Illinois songs are not similar to each other, except that Bob Dylan was involved in both of them. On September 22, 1985, Champaign hosted the first Farm Aid concert at the University of Illinois Memorial Stadium. The concert drew a crowd of 80,000 people and raised over $7 million for American family farmers. In 2005, Champaign-Urbana was the location of the National Science Olympiad Tournament, attracting young scientists from all 50 states. The city also hosts the State Science Olympiad competition every year. The University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign once again hosted the national competition on May 20 at Euro 22, 2010. Geography. Location according to the 2010 census, the city has a total area of 22.46 square miles, of which 22.43 square miles is land and 0.03 square miles is water. Champaign shares a border with the neighboring city of Urbana. Together they are home to the University of Illinois. Champaign, Urbana, and the bordering village of Savoy form the Champaign-Urbana metropolitan area, also known as Champaign-Urbana. It may also be colloquially known as the Twin Cities, or Chambana. The following diagram represents localities within a 35 miles radius of Champaign. Climate. The city has a humid continental climate, typical of the Midwestern United States, with hot summers and cold, moderately snowy winters. Temperatures exceed 90 degrees Fahrenheit on an average of 24 days per year, and typically fall below 0 degrees Fahrenheit on 6 nights annually. The record high temperature in Champaign was 109 degrees Fahrenheit in 1954, and the record low was at 25 degrees Fahrenheit, recorded on 4 separate occasions in 1899, 1905, 1994 and 1999. Demographics. As of the 2010 census, 81,055 people and 34,434 total housing units in Champaign. The population density was 3,974.6 people per square mile. There were 28,556 housing units at an average density of 1,681.0 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 67.8% white, 15.62% African American, 0.3% Native American, 10.6% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 2.7% from other races, and 3% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino individuals of any race made up 6.3% of the population. According to the 2010 census, the city's 32,152 households, 21.5% included children under age 18, 33.1% were married couples living together, 10.0% had a female householder with no husband present, and 53.7% were non-families. 35.9% of all households were made up of individuals, and 6.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.25 persons and the average family size was 2.97. According to the 2010 census of all individuals, 17.3% were under age 18, 22.5% from 20 to 24, 25.8% from 25 to 44, 18% from 45 to 64 and 7.6% were age 65 or older. The median age was 25.7 years. For every 100 females there were 102.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 101.9 males. According to the 2010 census, the median income for a household in the city was $41,403, and the median income for a family was $72,819. The per capita income for the city was $24,855. About 11.9% of families and 26.3% of the population were below the poverty line, including 24.0% of those under age 18 and 7.6% of those age 65 or over. Government. Mayor The current city executive or mayor of Champaign is Deborah Frank-Feinen, who assumed office in May 2015. City Council The representative body of Champaign is known as the City Council. Currently, the City Council is composed of 3 at-large members and 1 member from each of the 5 council districts located within the city limits. As of 2015, its members are Tom Bruno, Will Kiles, Matthew Gladney, Clarissa Foreman, Michael Ladue, Vic McIntosh, Marcy Dodds, and Paul Ferrausi. Other representation Scott Bennett represents Champaign in the Illinois Senate while Carol Ammons represents Champaign in the Illinois House of Representatives. Rodney L. Davies serves Illinois' 13th Congressional District, which includes Champaign, in the United States House of Representatives. Economy In addition to the University of Illinois, Champaign is also home to Parkland College. Herff Jones, formerly the Collegiate Cap and Gown, also forms part of the city's industrial base. The city also features a large technology and software industry mostly focusing on research and development of new technologies. The Research Park, located in southern Champaign and backed by the University of Illinois, is home to many companies, including Riverbed Technology, Citrix Systems, Abbott Laboratories, Dow Innovation Center, Intelligent Medical Objects, Yahoo! And the State Farm Research Center. Numerous other software and technology companies also have offices in Champaign, including AMD, Intel, IBM, Amdocs, Infobright, Instarecon, Phonic, PowerWorld, Caterpillar Simulation Center, and Volition, Incorporated. The largest high-technology employer is Wolfram Research, with more than 400 employees in Champaign. The United States Army Corps of Engineers maintains the Construction Engineering Research Laboratory in Champaign. Champaign is also home to nationally recognized record labels, artist management companies, booking agencies and recording studios. Polyvinyl Records, Undertone Music, Parasol Records, Great Western Record Recorders, Pogo Studios, and Nicodemus Booking Agency are all based in Champaign. In April 2011, the Christian Science Monitor named Champaign-Urbana one of the 5 cities leading the economic turnaround based on jobs. The information sector added over 300 jobs within a year and unemployment dropped 2.1%. Top employers According to the city's 2010 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, the top employers in the city are. Other major employers include Jimmy John's, Futerba Corporation, and Horizon Hobby. Notable people. Landmarks and districts. Champaign City Building The Champaign City Building serves as the City Hall and is a recognizable landmark. The building replaces the original City Building, which sat on the same site until 1937. Champaign Public Library Downtown In the 1980s, part of the downtown Champaign area was closed to vehicular traffic to create a pedestrian mall, but this short-lived experiment was scrapped when business declined. As part of a revitalization effort, One Main Development constructed two new mixed-use buildings, One Main and M2 on Neal. The city of Champaign gave $3.7 million in tax incentives for the building of M2 and agreed to pay nearly $11 million for a new parking deck. This growth in downtown Champaign coincided with the larger growth of the North Prospect shopping district on the city's northern boundary. The growth in the North Prospect area relied, in part, on leapfrogging, moving out to the countryside and developing more remote farmland that eventually connects to the main development. Given the overwhelming success of such suburban shopping areas nationally, new development within any city center represented an alternative to the dominant movement out and away from the cities. In April 2007, One Main Development broke ground on M2 on Neal, a 9-story, $40 million, mixed-use project, the largest ever for downtown Champaign, located at the corner of Neal and Church Street. M2 on Neal features retail and office space, and 50 upscale condominiums. The project was expected to be complete in late 2008, but experienced delays in construction, partially due to $5 million in mechanics liens filed against One Main Development, as well as a large fire on an adjacent property that caused substantial facade damage to M2. Construction on the commercial shell and core on the residences was completed in the summer of 2009. New condo owners began moving into M2 in April 2009, and 13 of 51 have sold. The property began offering condos for rent with flexible lease periods in early 2010. 25,000 square feet of office space was complete and occupied by the Enclave at M2 in July 2009. The remaining commercial space in the building is built-to-suit space and is completed as new tenants move in. The first ground floor tenant, a branch of local bank Champaign, opened its doors in November 2009. In November 2010, construction began on the anchor retail tenant, Destahe. The restaurant and brewpub opened in spring 2011, and two other restaurants opened in ground floor space in fall 2011. In mid-2011, the second floor was rendered vacant once again with the sudden evacuation of Mesolink, after Mesolink's partner was indicted in a multi-million-dollar embezzlement scheme. The city of Champaign has constructed a 6-story parking structure on Hill Street adjacent to M2, intended to service the greater downtown. It was completed in May 2009. For more information on downtown Champaign, visit the Champaign Center Partnerships website. The Art Theatre Co-op. The Art Theatre Co-op, which shows critically acclaimed independent and foreign films, was built in 1913 as the Park Theatre. It has since undergone several changes in name and repertoire, including a phase from 1969 to 1986, in which it showed adult films. The theatre is the only single-screen movie theatre still in existence operating daily as a movie theatre in Champaign, Urbana, and is the nation's first cooperatively owned art movie theatre. Historic Virginia Theatre. The Historic Virginia Theatre is a recently restored 1525-seat movie theatre, dating back to the 1920s. It has an ornate, Spanish Renaissance-influenced interior, full stage and dressing rooms, and an elaborate Wurlitzer pipe organ. It hosts Roger Ebert's Overlooked Film Festival and has a single 56 feet x 23 feet screen. The theatre does not have a daily show schedule, but schedules special screenings and live performances several times each month. Campustown. Located along Green Street, this commercial district serves as the entertainment and retail center for students at the University of Illinois. This area has been undergoing change since 2002 with the completion of a new $7 million streetscape project. Campustown is now attracting new retail and entertainment stores as well as serving as the center for new construction projects. Several new projects opened in 2008 including the 18-story Burnham 310 high-rise and grocery store at 4th and Springfield, and a new 24-story apartment building called 309 Green. The newly renamed tower at 3rd is located in the University District and is over 20 stories high. A hotel until 2001, it currently houses student apartments. A new 14-story apartment complex will be completed by fall 2014 at the intersection of 6th and Green Streets. A 12-story, mixed-use complex consisting of a hotel, apartments and parking is scheduled to be completed by August 2015. The mixed-use complex is reported to consist of 2 towers which will be connected by a skywalk. A 27-story apartment building is planned at 308 East Green Street. This high-rise is reported to have an automated parking vault which will be operated by an elevator. Parks. There are 60 parks, 11 trails, and 14 facilities within the city of Champaign, totaling over 654 acres. Museums. Orpheum Children's Science Museum. A hands-on science museum for children. Granite Art Museum. An art museum featuring both modern and classical art owned by the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. It has 48,000 square feet of space devoted to all periods of art, from ancient Egyptian to contemporary photography. Champaign County Historical Museum. Located in the historic cattle bank built in 1858. Features exhibits on the history of the area and the Midwest as a whole. Sports. Illinois Fighting Illini. The University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign fields 10 men and 11 women varsity sports. Memorial Stadium. Built from 1922 to 1923, Memorial Stadium was named in honor of the students and faculty members who died overseas during World War I. Since opening in 1932, Memorial Stadium has been home to Illinois Fighting Illini football. The stadium also was the temporary home of the NFL's Chicago Bears for the 2002 season while its regular venue Soldier Field was being renovated. State Farm Center. The State Farm Center is home to the Illinois Fighting Illini men's basketball and Illinois Fighting Illini women's basketball teams. It holds the annual Broadway series, which features popular musicals. Minor League Baseball. During its history, the city has been home to several separate minor league baseball clubs. The first in 1889 was a shared club between Champaign and Logansport, Indiana called the Logansport Champaign Urbana Clippers. The Clippers played for one season in the Illinois-Indiana League before folding. The city hosted its second team, the Champaign-Urbana Velvets from 1911 to 1914 who played in the Illinois-Missouri League until the league disbanded after 1914. The city's most recent minor league team was the Champaign-Urbana Bandits who played during the single 1994 season of the Great Central League. The Bandits played at Illinois Field. Prior to holding postseason play, the league folded. Twice Champaign was also home to a collegiate summer baseball league team. The city's Champaign County Colts were a founding member of the Central Illinois Collegiate League from 1963 to 1964. In 1990 the Colts were revived as the Champaign-Urbana Colts until the team folded in 1996. The more recent club played its home games at Illinois Field. Minor League Basketball. In October 2014, the Midwest Professional Basketball Association announced the creation of the Champaign Swarm as one of its founding members, scheduled to begin play at the Dodds Athletic Center in January 2015. Education. K-12 education. The city of Champaign is served by Champaign Unit 4 School District. Unit 4 administers both Champaign Central High School and Champaign Centennial High School. Champaign is also served by 2 private high schools. The larger of the 2 is a Roman Catholic high school, St. Thomas More High School, which is located on the city's far northwest side. The school opened in 2000 and is the newest charter of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Peoria. The other is Judah Christian School, which is located just south of I-74 on Prospect Avenue. Judah Christian opened in 1983 and serves about 129th-12th grade students. The entire school's pre-K through 12th grade enrollment is a little more than 500 students. Higher education located within Champaign are two institutions of higher education, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and Parkland College. Transportation: Champaign is served by I-57, I-72, I-74, two railroad lines, and the University of Illinois-operated Willard Airport. Highways Airport Champaign is served by Willard Airport, which is operated by the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. The airport is currently served by American Airlines, offering daily flights to Chicago O'Hare International Airport and Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Housed at the Willard Airport was the University of Illinois Institute of Aviation, which was forced to close for the 2013 to 2014 academic year due to university budget cuts after 60 years of operation. Mass transit the local bus system, which is supported by the taxpayers of the Champaign-Urbana Mass Transit District and the University of Illinois, serves Champaign, Urbana, Savoy, and surrounding areas. The CUMTD has twice been named as the best local transit system in the United States. Illinois Terminal in 1999, a newly designed intermodal transportation center, aptly named Illinois Terminal by historic reference to the defunct electric interurban rail line that once ran through Champaign, was completed and serves as a central facility for intercity passenger rail, bus services as well as the MTD's local bus network. Rail: Amtrak provides service to Champaign-Urbana by Train 58/59, the City of New Orleans, Train 390/391, the Saluki Train 392/393, the Olney. The former Illinois Central Railroad line now part of the Canadian National System runs north to south through the city. A spur line from the Canadian National Line provides service to several large industries, including two large food processing plants on the west edge of Champaign and two grain elevators in outlying communities to the west. The Norfolk Southern operates an east-to-west line through Champaign. The NS line connects industries in eastern Urbana to the Norfolk Southern main line at Mansfield, Illinois, west of Champaign. The line now operated by Norfolk Southern is the former Peoria and Eastern Railway, later operated as part of the Big Four, New York Central, Penn Central, and Conrail systems, being sold by Conrail to Norfolk Southern in 1996. Construction of the line was begun by the Danville, Urbana, Bloomington and Pekin Railroad. This short-lived entity became part of the Indianapolis, Bloomington and Western Railway before the railroad was completed. Bus, Greyhound Lines, Peoria Charter Coach Company and Suburban Express Bus Companies provide intercity bus service to Champaign. Media FM radio 88.3 W201 CKR1, Christian CHR, 88.7 WPCD, Parkland College College Radio, 89.3 WGNJ, Religious, 90.1 WEFT, Community Radio, 90.9 Will, Classical Music, 91.7 WBGL, Christian AC, 92.1 W221 CK Extra, 92.1 Rock, 92.5 WREE Rewind, 92.5, Classic Hits, 93.5 WSJK, Talk Sports, 94.5 WLRW Mix, 94.5 Hot AC, 95.3 WJEK, Adult Contemporary, 96.1 WQQBQ, 96, CHR Pop, 97.5 WHMS-FM Light Rock, 97.5 Adult Contemporary, 98.3 WWHP The Whip, Blues, Bluegrass, Country, Rock, Gospel and American Roots Music, 99.1 WYXY Classic Country, 99.7 W259 BG Hits, 99.7 Top 40, 100.3 WIXY WIXY 100.3 Country, 101.1 W266 AF, Classical Music, 102.5 WGNN. Religious, 103.9 W280DE, Religious, 104.5 WRFULP Radio Free Urbana, Variety, 105.5 WCZQ Hot 105.5 Hip Hop and R&B, 105.9 WGKC, Classic Rock, 107.1 WPGU, Champaign's Alternative, Alternative Rock, 107.9 WKIOU Rock 107.9 Classic Rock. AM Radio 580 Will, Public Radio, 1400 WDWS, News Talk, 1460 WJCI, Spanish Music, 1580 WBCP, Urban Adult Contemporary. Television 3 WCIA, CBS, 7 W07 DDD, 3 Angels Broadcasting Network, 12 Will, PBS, 15 WICD News Channel 15, ABC, 17 WAND, NBC, 23 WBUI, CW, 27 WCCU Fox 55/27, 34 W33ID, Trinity Broadcasting Network, 44 WBXC Car, MTV2, 49 WCIX My WCFN TV My Network TV, 51 WEIU, PBS. Print and electronic media The News Gazette, daily local newspaper, Daily Omni, campus newspaper, The Booze News, former satirical campus newspaper, now called The Black Sheep, Buzz Weekly, weekly entertainment magazine, Prospectus News, Parkland College's independent student newspaper, Smile Politely, Champaign-Urbana's online magazine. See also: Champaign-Urbana metropolitan area. Notes. External links: City of Champaign website, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign main page, Champaign-Urbana Historic Built Environment Digital Image Collection, Parkland College homepage, Downtown Champaign, Champaign County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Early History of Champaign, City of Champaign Maps, History of Champaign, Champaign County Top Employers Directory.